The Quarantine Cup is of course brought to you by Nikijo Collectibles. Enter code NOLAN5 at checkout for 5% off sealed and singles on the site. I personally picked up my case of Burst of Destiny for, I believe it was $1,070 after entering code NOLAN5 at checkout. They do more than just sealed though, they do singles. Honestly, probably the most competitive prices on the market for everything at launch. They do also have a little bit of a back catalogue going on with some alternate rares and secret rares that they're updating all the time, so do check them out. And of course, entering code NOLAN5 at checkout makes it all the cheaper. But let's get on into the video. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NolanTCG, and we are back here for another week of the Quarantine Cup, and once again I am joined by Logan.
Yeah.
And Jake.
Hi.
And we are here for the first round of this week, which is Andrew versus Jake himself.
Yes.
I believe Andrew is going to be on Mutants, and Jake, what are you playing?
Not Trap Eldritch, because that deck was bad. This week I've gone back to an old favourite of mine and nobody else's of Mekk-Invoked.
Haha, normal Alistair pass.
To be
Again,
fair,
I don't need to justify myself to you, fucking 20 engines into a deck.
Hey, if it works, it works.
You are a very good Mekk-Invoked player, though, Jake. Very, very good. You once piloted this.
You'd hope so.
You once piloted this to the final of a giant card.
I did. I versed Raphael Nevin in the finals.
I'm more impressed.
He's very confused about Elysium.
I'm more impressed with your Mega Regionals deck, Jake.
That never featured in a profile, but that was kind of spectacular that a Metaphys deck managed to get to second place in a regional.
In a Mega Regional, in like high level Trick Striker format.
Yeah, it only dawned upon us as a group after the event, but that was a very good deck to take in as like a direct counter to Trickstar Sky Striker.
Yeah.
Speaking of Metaphys, we have Mutants though.
How is
Yes, they're directly relatable at all.
Does the same thing.
They both start with M.
They both activate
No.
Shifter and then win.
True.
Metaphys don't win after Shifter. They need like 7 turns.
True, I think so do Mutants.
So do Mutants.
I'm cycling through some field spells and things here.
See, Mutant, I would say Metaphys Expansion. Does Metaphys have a card called Metaphys Expansion?
It has one called Metaphys Dimension.
Okay.
Actually, what is their other trap called? There is another trap. Maybe it's called Expansion.
Imagine. We've made the link, and the link was correct. They are the same lore.
What was it called? Metaphys what?
Expansion.
Oh, no. The Metaphys card is Metaphys Ascension.
Ah, close. Close.
Very close.
They share lore here on NolanTCG.
The law!
So now, man gets his Alistair, gets his light stage, activating it, targeting the set card,
Searching.
searching. Then he will target the set card because he's a good player of the field spell.
I'll be getting a free summon, and then I lock down the back row. Or do I?
So I've just been sent a thing that says that the Wizard of Oz's snow was all asbestos. Interesting.
Oh, you'd like to hope not.
Apparently it was.
Well, rip those actors.
Those poor actors. As now Jake touching down with the Korribane.
Yeah. You reckon they got paid? You reckon they got paid a lot for that?
No.
Not enough. Not enough in hindsight.
Yeah, not enough in hindsight.
Just like I feel right now, commentating these games. I'm not getting paid enough, then.
I don't pay you anything.
That is exactly why I'm not getting paid enough.
Hey, I pay, but you don't show up for the time when you get paid. I go, you have 1 day to get paid, and you're like, okay, I'm not coming.
Mate, you need to start doing media grinder.
Fairness, you treat most of these like you're on your lunch break anyway, so...
True, we're the ones giving you the content. You don't even speak half the time.
That's because I'm doing all
I was actually talking about you and the fact that you eat through most of these.
Hey, I'm not eating right now. No, most of the time I get bored and go to the bar.
I'd like to point out that he's just said, I'm not eating right now. It's because we literally waited for him to finish his bowl of ice
No,
cream.
we waited for Jake. We waited for Jake to beat Virtual World. Get out of here.
I was waiting for death because Virtual World is boring.
Not as boring as this game.
No, well, Jake has essentially skipped turn on the shifter. He's
True.
done a little bit of stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. I just summoned one and passed.
He's making sure to not walk right into that torrential tribute like a good player.
Yeah, not while D-Shift is there. Like, if it was just torrential without the threat of banishing Alistar, I would happily walk into it.
Okay, so we're activating the light stage. Targeting.
Walking down what I know is the torrential.
Alistar Invoker. Being
I
normal
get the
summoned.
search for invocation.
As is tradition, it is normal summoned. Is there anything more white middle class than normal summon Alistar?
Normal summon tour guide.
No, that's Italian.
Jeez.
That's just flat out Italian.
As we've seen Andrew now
That
flip an
seems
Imperial
racist.
Order. He has flipped an Imperial Order like a good Tri-Brigade player.
Yep.
Fun fact, he's actually mixing the Tri-Brigade engine in with
Yeah.
mutants.
Honestly, it could probably work.
Man, I love Imperial Order. What a balanced and
Yeah.
fair card.
Jake will activate
You
Red
need to
Eyes
stop
Fusion,
saying that.
adding Dark Magician.
People will
Band.
start to believe I'm telling the truth. People will think I'm honestly. Speaking of
There we
fair
go,
and
the
balanced
traditional
cards,
Dragoon
Dragoon.
breakdown. Yep. Fun and interactive.
Dragoon with 4 cards in hand.
You'll love to see it.
Not to mention an Imperial Order slowly burning away at Andrew's life points. It must be nice.
You know what would make Dragoon better? If it could monster reborn the Dark Magician.
Yeah, but then
That's
it'd be
been-
too good in Dark Magician. That's the problem.
Well,
You just bring back Dark Magician.
Potentially it could nerf it, because then all of a sudden it could be super polyed.
True. It'd be a
I
one
don't know
card.
if I want to.
It's already a one card super poly. Surely it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be back in the format where everyone's running Super Poly. I'm more than happy for me to just run
Yeah,
Super
Jack
Poly.
should be the only man super poly.
Would be pretty cool if during the standby phase of your opponent's turn it just summon back the Dark Magician. And then you could super poly Fear and Dragoon though. That would be pretty nice.
Yeah, you would be able to do that too. That
Because
would be funny.
it becomes Red
Yeah,
Eyes.
because it's called Red Eyes. Yeah, like it. I'm all for it. Let's do it.
That's how they should nerf this. They don't need to ban either cards, just a Rada Dragoon 2.
I love that your idea of nerfing it is to give it another effect.
Yes. See, you make it seem better. Except it's worse.
But it is better. It's already a Super Poly target. You're just adding another card to it.
Hey, there's 3 darks you can summon Treverum.
Also, apply it to this field if you will. What's Super Poly going to do when he already has Imperial Order on board?
The answer is nothing.
Yes, nothing. Except if you discard a trap, it can be activated with trapped face up on field.
Shut up.
uh,
You make yourself laugh.
Oh, so what? So now you're nerfing Super Poly by adding another effect to it. Do you work for Konami? Are you behind the current game design?
No.
you see, it is in fact me, haha, Jerome. That
Rips off mask.
yeah, that time I didn't bother making the sight gag because I knew it was an audio only video. Oh, okay. So Jake, you have completed your side decking. We're now waiting for Andrew. I'm sure he can't really decide whether or not he's going to be made to go first or going second here.
Oh, now, Ben,
I think I stated. Oh, you're right. Continue with your gag.
No, I was just going to make fun of him. Like, oh, now, Ben, if you were Jake, what would you side in? Because he does it every time.
Not
Yeah, to
every
fill
time.
the gap.
You gotta fill the
But
gap.
yeah, based on our conversations about this deck previously, I know that he can't really afford to go second as much as he would like to, just because of how many resources this deck needs to be able to actually make a turn.
I also theoretically asked that question as if you had lost game 1 and he had won game 1.
There is that.
Don't know why, but I did. Now we see the Extravagance resolve. Andrew's going to set 5 cards, one of them likely Imperial Order. And you will
Maybe.
pass. Oh, nope, it's Macrocosmos. Pretty much the same thing for you.
Yeah, neither of them
I hate
are
to see
ideal.
it.
We're going to see the Meltdown. As we sneeze. Meltdown makes sneeze. That's right. I definitely just thought in my head that sneeze also starts with an M. Then we see the Red Eyes Fusion. Will we see an Ash from Andrew? We
Yep.
do see an Ash from Andrew. Jake, sitting down, possibly telegraphing a Mekk-Knight. However, he cannot summon the Mekk-Knights.
Yeah. Who would think you can summon Mekk-Knights after Red Eyes Fusion?
Yeah. Surely no one would think that you could summon a Mekk-Knight after activating Red Eyes Fusion. There's not
With
even
a
a
further step 1 and pass from Andrew?
very interactive game state. So we're seeing one Shifty Boy.
The one Mekk-Knight you never want to open.
He's going to slide down the column, freeing up room for another Mekk-Knight. And of course, that is a Blue Sky. Blue Sky triggering its effect. Andrew reading the effect.
Yeah, he did ask me at that point
Situation.
whether it needed to stay on field to resolve.
Ah,
In which
yes.
case he decided to activate Torrential Tribute.
That rather annoyingly turns off your set card as well, Jake. Give it that.
You say this, but the set card is purely there to do things in terms of getting me to Mekk-Knights, because it is Forbidden Droplets, and under Macrocosmo it's completely dead.
Ah, yes. Yeah, Strike eats up your Alistair as well.
And again, I just wanted that to be able to search a back row. I had no intention of actually resolving an invocation at that point.
We're going to see the normal summon of an M5. M5 triggering its effect to add, but an Ash Blossom will stomp that.
Not the most ideal card against them, because they can still now trigger their second effect to summon from the deck. In terms of very strong card against mutants. At least the low level ones.
M6 going away, banishing the Cry. I believe we're going to see, yeah, something big attack. It's going to be Arsenal. Big 3k beat stick.
Nice slow-paced games here, gentlemen.
I call it a deliberate pace.
A deliberate pace.
Also, the game would be a lot more fast paced if I didn't just get trapped to an inch of my life like the turn before.
Yeah, that Macrocosmos also not helping very much.
Nope.
In a world where Andrew flips Macrocosmos and Imperial Order. Now, Jake, setting and then setting. Odds on, I'm gonna guess that's an Alistair. Given that
Probably.
you can't set a Mekk-Knight and you can't set a Korribane. And it is indeed an Alistair.
To let me the search that I wanted.
That's not how you're supposed to resolve Alistair. You're meant to
If I did it the
summon
other way,
Alistair.
he would have banished it first. And I would have had nothing to block my life points.
Yes. Jake very much just on the defensive here, setting his own bluffs.
Yeah, look, man wasn't drawing into anything at this point.
Now one Arsenal punches in the face. Jake, you're gonna need to respond to this next turn, man. You're gonna need to respond to this next turn.
Nope.
Respond with a scoop. So now we pose the question of will Andrew think he's going to be made to go first or to go second? I'm assuming he will think he's going to go second, given the amount of back row he's just shoved down your throat.
Possibly, but also I do have a lot of spell and trap removal. I just didn't get to see it that game, which is not fun.
This is valid. So Logan. He's gone.
He got bored and went to the bathroom, or to get more food. One of the two.
Maybe he's doing both.
Odds on.
Could be where he keeps his secret chip stash. It's like in the bathroom.
That sounds disgusting.
It certainly does. I was going to draw more of a picture and figured I shouldn't. Now, again, waiting on Andrew, making sure he very much makes the correct decision for his side deck.
He's very thorough with his side deck choices.
It's probably better than me, who was just like, I will put in these 3 cards for these 3 cards in this matchup. Okay, now we're going second will be Andrew.
Oh, I did decide to go first. Yeah. Suppose it's because I walked into so many traps last turn that I was like, I want to play this turn. The fact that I've not made an immediate play makes me think that I do bad. Oh, no.
Oh, still normal summoned Alistair, as is tradition.
Yep, Alistair getting hand trapped, as is tradition.
Jake
However,
activates
against
talents.
tradition, no. Against
You've
tradition,
not-
I did not draw a follow-up.
You've not opened talents. That's not the way you meant to play the deck.
Didn't even open invocation.
No. Now, Andrew doing his job though, and normal summoning an ST45. I believe that's going to net him a spell or trap card? Question mark. I'm almost certain ST45 is the spell trap card. I think he's
Yeah,
gonna get
ST is.
expansion. Yep, I'm starting to learn this deck. Means do be getting his expansion. I found it odd with recent card design where they say when you activate this card you can take. I've been finding that to be really weird.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of take, right?
But that's the
It makes
thing.
sense in this
It's
particular
just the
one.
prefix to the actual things you can do. It's not
Yeah.
saying that like you take it and like take it from deck to hand. It's saying take this card and either add it to hand or special summon it.
Yeah.
So
Does
it's
Overview
still,
Wrap have
like,
that wording?
No, I believe this is like new problem solving card text to like condense the amount of text on a card.
Okay.
It's probably like you can either do this or do that. They've just condensed it.
we have. I think it's Mist. Is it that's just punched over my Alistair?
It is indeed Mist, who is the spell negation.
I don't think it negates.
Or
I don't think any of them negate.
spell responder.
Spell responder.
We have many back row and passing from Andrew.
Will one of them be a floodgate again?
More than likely.
Well, you know one of them's going to be expansion. And there is the expansion in the standby phase. Ooh, an ash
How's
from
the Ash
Jake.
Blossom?
You can't do that. It takes. It doesn't add.
That eventually.
Now, Alistair getting the strike.
Yep.
Does Jake?
Alistair's not having much luck.
He does not have another invocation. This is not how you meant to play invoked.
I don't
This
even
is a
have another
disaster.
back row. I've got nothing.
This is a yikes for you, my guy.
I can
Oh
only
yes,
assume
it
your
is
hand
not
is
going well for me.
your hand is odds on just a bunch of Mech Knights, yeah.
Pretty much.
That is the fear of playing Mekk-Invoked.
Given that you've got the purple Nightfall sleeves, all of them probably purple Nightfall.
I think at least 2 of them are, to be honest. I
Oh, jeez.
think it's like 2 purple and indigo, which is again off. No, it's red. It's red. That's right. Opened red.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the
Whoop.
worst one.
You've
Back
got a
row. Huzzah!
Still going to see one purple Nightfall. Ooh, an
That
impermanence.
I imagine on the effect.
Yeah, it'd be kind of weird for him to do it immediately.
And now this is the axe because you can't really get rid of it. Serious trouble. How's an extra? Okay.
Man's gonna get 2 cards.
Damn, that's pot of greed.
How can you tell?
Well, they allowed him to draw 2 cards.
Ooh.
Yeah, we won't worry about the extra deck part. That's fine. It's just pot of greed.
I mean, does it really matter? So Jake, I think
use
you're
the
in,
extra deck. It does indeed have fusions.
I think you're in deep trouble here, my guy.
Oh.
Droplets, okay.
Droplet getting rid of the red and a purple. You did indeed have 2 purples in your hand.
He really wants to keep this 1 purple on the field.
It also halves their attack.
Was there a reason you? Oh yeah, I guess you the second one to make it weaker.
Yeah, so it can't
Yeah, I didn't need it.
punch over.
Yeah, ideally, had he not drawn a monster, the idea was just a way for him to actually attack into the purple and then kill
Yeah.
it with the droplets. But even then, I think his back row could have just.
I was gonna
no,
say, could
don't
you have
just
not
protect him.
negated the 27? Like just in theory, no, it doesn't play into if you had another monster, I suppose, or way to summon. But you could have gone not negate the 27, just banished your purple, and then you take 27, but then you get to get purple back, and you still have a card in hand.
I mean, in theory, I'm still.
That
gonna
doesn't play.
end
That doesn't
up
play
with a
around
card in hand
Cry.
anyway.
Yeah, it also doesn't play around the fusion trap, so probably not.
Well, we're not going to
wisest
see the
move.
fusion trap.
I don't think he goes for it immediately though.
I mean, why would you? You go in the battle phase.
No, I don't even think he does that.
Is he not dropleted?
Is
Then why would he go battle phase? Because he's weak.
True, this is true. They are weak. Wicked boys.
And then we wait. And we wait.
And we wait.
yeah, just past his turn. I trigger the purple. Myself a search. Hopefully draw into an invocation to make one of my Alice's in the bin live.
Yeah, you want to draw an invocation for sure here.
Like ideally invocation, because if I draw another Alice, it'll probably walk into another strike.
This is true. Well, I mean, you'd probably strike blue if you summon it in the far zone. Two searches is pretty good.
Ooh, one
He draws
shift.
another Mekk-Knight. Jeez.
Yep. And it was particularly problematic because that's the only one that would have got me the 2 searches off of blue.
Yeah.
Now I don't
Oh,
have enough time.
really? That is actual pain.
Oh,
And that's
and
going
then
to
the
torrential. Oh, goodness gracious.
Expansion can protect as well.
Yeah.
At this point, that I didn't really actually realize that he'd activated that, so I was actually just about to go into a link 2. And at that point, he's like, no, I've activated torrential. And I was like, oh, shit, chain purple.
Yeah. Torrential and Blue
Yes.
Sky is brutal.
It's the second
That
time
will-
it happened to me that game now, I think about it.
That'll be it, right? This is surely the
Is this
Yeah, I can't
the end
summon.
of
I
Jake?
can't summon. I
Yeah,
can't summon
there it
blue, so
is.
that is the end.
There it is.
That is.
I think I drew Meltdown as that last card as like just a final land on top. It's just like,
Always, yeah. That's where someone is just going here. Now you can have it.